Hello guys, today we're talking about the turning trigonometric equations into the quadratics in tan theta, okay? Let's move into the first part of it. So here, why the tan theta quadratic is so common? So here we can set most of the problems in the level mathematics P3, it can be considered or it can be simplified as A times tan theta squared plus B times tan theta plus C equals to 0, okay? So we can just consider for this, it can be considered as a quadratic equation, and we can substitute u equals to tan theta, right? Also, we can sometimes use in the rules for tan theta plus negative alpha, it equals to tan theta plus or negative tan alpha, or one here is minus plus tan theta tan alpha, okay? So if you want to prove this, you can use in the rules for tan theta plus minus alpha equals to the sine theta plus minus alpha divided by cosine theta plus minus alpha. Okay, just you can use in these rules. So it can be considered as the sine theta cosine alpha and plus minus the sine alpha cosine theta. And here we can just set, here is for cosine theta cosine alpha minus plus the sine alpha sine theta, okay? Because you can use in these rules. And then divided by cosine theta cosine alpha on denominator and denominator at the same time, okay? So you can get these rules, okay? That's how you can use it to prove that, okay? So sometimes it will appear alpha equals to 45 degrees, 60 degree, or even some other degrees, you can then solve it, okay? So these are some very simpler, and you must need to know how to expand it. For example, like tan theta plus 45 degree, just consider as the tan theta plus tan 45 degree and divided by y minus tan theta tan 45 degree, and you can calculate it as this way. And also for tan theta minus 45 degree, you can expand it, and also for tan theta plus 60 degree, tan 60 degree minus theta, okay? All things can be calculated, okay? So here, maybe I'll give you a very small example like tan theta. So you can set first a rule or first step is for just substitute t equal to tan theta, and then replace it and then rearrange into the quadratic form and then just solve it for t, and t means tan theta, right? Okay, that is for this. Okay, so for example, like for here, like for question one, if I want to show tan theta plus 60 degree equals to 2 times cos tan theta, you can first using the rules. Like here, it equals to tan theta plus tan 60 degree, and then divided by y minus tan theta tan 60 degree, okay? So that's a denominator is tan theta plus tan 60 degree is the 60 degree here, and it's square root 3 over 1, right? So it's plus square root 3. And the denominator here, we can just say this 1 minus tan theta tan 60 degree is 1 minus tan theta times here is square root 3, okay? That is it. So then you can just simplify a little bit and then calculate it. Just you can using the theta as maybe here I guess it's for 45 degree, but no worry about that. Okay, so you can just trying to just simplify the like here you can just also like 2 over tan theta, okay? So then you can just expand it as a tan theta function. That is for tan theta squared plus square root tan theta and equals to 2 minus 2 times square root 3 tan theta, okay? So then it can be considered as tan theta squared and plus 3 square root 3 tan theta and minus 2 equals to 0. That is for the first question, okay? And for the second question, if you want to solve the cosine 2 theta equals to 2 tan theta, you can first written that this way. So it's 1 over tan 2 theta, right? And equals to 2 tan theta. So for this rule, we can set that it can be considered as 1. Here is for tan theta. So 2 theta can be considered as theta plus theta, right? So it's tan theta plus tan theta is 2 tan theta over 1 minus tan theta squared, okay? Equals to 2 tan theta. So here it is for 1 minus tan theta squared over 2 tan theta equals to 2 tan theta. So then it can be considered as 4 tan theta squared and equals to 1 minus tan theta squared, okay? So for the tan theta squared equals to 1 over 5. Then you can calculate it on your calculator. Like tan theta can be chosen as 1 over square root 5 or negative 1 over square root 5, and then draw the graph and then finding the exact point here or exact intercept here, okay? That is for question 2. And for question 3, like solving cosine theta minus 2 tan theta equals to sine 2 theta. So for this kind of problems, you can first try to simplify a little bit as the sine 2 theta can be considered as 2 sine theta cosine theta, and here is 1 over tan theta, and here is minus 2 tan theta. So if you're really familiar with for these problems, you can just set here, you can add it here as divided by 1, and here is for 2 sine theta cosine theta over sine theta squared plus cosine theta squared, and then you can divide it both cosine theta squared on both sides, on numerator and denominator. So that is for 2 tan theta over 1 plus tan theta squared. So that is all the formula about tan theta, okay? That's why here, because that all the equations here can only or can all be simplified as a tan theta's quadratic function, okay? That is for this part of the problems, okay? That is it. Okay, so that's for this lesson. See you next time. Bye.